Hello, Huskies back again for one final time with the Dallas Stars GM mode franchise mode commentary. We're here, boys. It is the last video of the series, potentially. I might do a recap, I'm still on the fence. But here we are, Stanley Cup Finals for the second time in our illustrious GM career, and for the second time, we're against the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, Tampa was a real tough team the first time that we played them in the finals. I'm sure they haven't changed much. I'm sure it's still Kucherov, Stamkos, Sergachev, you know, all those fun names. But let's go see how our team has done so far in this current playoff run. Jonathan Tavares showing out for our final season with 19 points. Reinhardt right behind him with 18. Yamamoto with 18 as well, doing good. Forsberg 16, he's got 10 goals. PRV 16, he's got 8 goals. Nico 10 points. So I mean, he's still a little behind, but he's catching back up. Our top 6 is really carrying us right now. I mean, Honka's a +9. That Dickinson line's a minus, but that's okay. They're not too bad. McIsaac's a +10. Mironov's a +6. Carlson's a +6. I mean, Mironov for being a 77 overall has kind of fit perfectly into our team, which is nice. I mean, it helps having like the best goalie in the game right now, Demko, back there with a 176 goals against and a 94 save percentage. The guy's a monster. He's on fire. Give up 25 goals over the course of 3 series. But we are taking on the offensive powerhouse that are the Tampa Bay Lightning. They do tend to really have a strong offensive game no matter what season or what year. That's the same thing. Let's have a look-see here. So, we've had a pretty easy road here once we got past the Coyotes. We swept the Avalanche and we took down the Canucks 4-0, who swept the Vegas Knights. So that was a bit surprising. But over on the eastern side, Tampa Bay 4-1 over Ottawa, 4-1 over Montreal, and 4-2 over Carolina. So they've had a kind of an easy, maybe a tougher road further down. Like, they started off easier and got harder. This is going to be tough. I'm not entirely sure what to expect. I still want to see their team. I'm sure it's still Hedman, Stamkos, Kucherov. Like, I doubt any of that's changed. But let's see if I'm right or wrong. TBL, Andre Palat, Steven Stamkos, Nikita Kucherov. So that first line, I mean, Kucherov's only an 89, so... But once you get past that first line, man, they fall off pretty hard. Nemestikov, Johnson, Eggenberger. I mean, it's not a bad... Like, if that was a third line, that'd be pretty good. But it's not. It's their second line. Their third line, Grachev, Point, and Radish. Again, not a horrible third line. The 79 kind of hurts him, but not too bad considering who he's playing with. Fourth line, Alex Killorn, Ryan McInnes, and Juhar Kihara. I don't know how to say his name. The suitable fourth line. 2-way forwards, power forward. Defense, Hedman and Sergachev, and then pretty much just normal. Normal's second and third pairing guys. Like, this team isn't overly impressive, but I feel like Nemestikov is gonna get us. But they do have Vasilevsky in net, 91 overall, probably the best goalie in hockey right now, both in the video game and in the NHL, real life. But we're gonna hop in Game 1, Stanley Cup Finals. Can we make it 2 for 2 in the Cup? We haven't shown up much, but when we have, we've at least taken the W's. So let's go, Game 1. We're in this with a big start from Nico. Ooh, alright, Forsberg got the first one. But then Lightning come back late with 2. Nemestikov and Stamkos, 2 goals on 6 shots. Not the best start for Demko. It's alright, we'll pick him up here in a second. Ooh, a Braden Point will keep it rolling, but Tavares does get one back, so we're only down by 1 going into the third. Demko's having a rough time so far. Long power play, and Brady Shea ties it to start the period. Nice. When you get 6 minutes of power play time in a row, you need to capitalize. Oh, but we need to also not give up one. Nice, good kill. 34-20 in shots. I mean, we're outplaying them rather considerably. And there it is, the playoff god himself, Devon Shore, with the game winner with 2 seconds left. Should I expect anybody else? No, right? That should just be just he's gonna get the job done. That's what he does. Let's go. Game 2. So that was a kind of an up and down for game 1. We'll pop in though. We'll get off to a better start here. That's not a better start. That's Kucherov and Nemestikov both scoring from the right dot. If you're the goaltender. All right, we gotta pick up the goalie, boys. Gotta pick up the goalie. He got us here. Tikhanov getting one late or halfway through the second. 1 goal game going in the third again. 5-on-3. Come on. Nothing. Full 2-minute 5-on-3. We can end a 4th line for Tampa scores. That's a rough one to give up. They're outplaying us this game though. They brought their offense. 36-26. I mean, Demko's a good goalie, but we got to give him some kind of offense. All right, Forsberg. There's some offense. A little late though. It's all right. So 3-2, 1-1 in the series. It's okay. I didn't expect a sweep. Tampa's a good team. I feel like we're definitely the better depth. Like we're probably the best depth team in this playoff run. But man, we just cannot get away from these 2-goal first periods. Puyarvi got us on the board, but Johnson and Nemestikov just fire. Like I said, Nemestikov's killing us, man. Oh, Killorn with 3 seconds left in the period. Like that's a goal that can't happen. Oh, Palat 4-1. I think this game's over, boys. They came alive this game. Power play? Alright, at least we killed it off. I mean, we're still getting outplayed pretty handedly here. Alright, so that is... Oh boy. Oh, excuse me. So that's 2-1 in the series to Tampa. Back-to-back kind of rough starts for Demko. Like, he's had some couple tough first periods. Let's just get through the first period without giving up 2 goals, and I think we can call that a success. Alright, hey, we didn't give up 2. We gave up 1, but Reinhardt and Dingman coming up big. 2 goals for us, so 2-1 going into the second. We need this game. There we go. Nico with probably a breakaway or I'm going to assume breakaway. So we have a 2-goal lead going into the third. This is good. Tampa Bay has the offense to bust out, though, if they need to. And a 5-on-3, good kill. That was big. That might have killed the momentum right there. At least for Tampa. They probably got us going in the right direction. Oh, yeah, easily. And Reinhardt with the empty netter. Nice. From our own end? Yeah, I think that's from our own end he got the empty netter. Alright, so there we go. So 2-2. Tied it back up. Going to game 5 in Dallas. Tied at 2. Let's see if we can get a lead here. We got this. I mean, we finally didn't give up 2 goals in the first period, so... Alright, that's better. No goals and only 6 shots. That's some good suppression right there. Too bad we couldn't score. Alright, Nemestikov and point. Again, these 2-goal, like, they can't just score 1. They gotta score 2. But Puyarvi at least gets 1 back. Nice. Forsberg instant ties it. Power play. Nice. Forsberg again. He's rolling. 3-2 Dallas. Nice. That's a good way to start the period. Ooh, Stamkos ties it from the corner, though. Oh, and Nemestikov gives him a lead almost immediately. Oh, and Stamkos with the empty netter. Ah, fuck. Is that a game 7? That's a game 7, right? No, that was game 5. So what is it? It's... Shit, they're up 3-2. I kind of lost the series after it. So we need this win to force game 7. Come on, boys. We need this. We need this. Come on, big start. Please no 2 goals against. Oh my god, again. The 4th line in Hedman. What the hell? Come on, answer back. Fire back. 2 or 3 right here. Nothing. Alright, we're going into the third. Oh, Palat. Oh, man. 3-0, 10 minutes left in our final year. Oh, wait, Brady Shea. Giving the Dallas hopeful some faith. Or some hope. Faithful some hope. There we go. I think that's it, though, boys. I don't think we could take out the Lightning, get an empty netter to seal it. 4-1. The Tampa Bay Lightning win the final Stanley Cup of this GM run with a 4-2 win, or a 4-1 win in Game 6, taking the series 4-2. I mean, in a perfect world, we win that series, but Tampa Bay, they outplayed us. There's not much more I can say. They came out, they knew how to score in the first period, which is something my team's always struggled with, is getting off to a good start. Now, like I said, I think this is the last Dallas video I'm going to do. I'm going to spend tomorrow, Thursday, recording all of the kind of overviews of the teams that I want to do. And then I'll put a vote in the video, like there'll be a poll at the start. No big names really retired. It's kind of saying if goaltenders retire. Corey Crawford retires. Damn. Alright. So let's see. I kind of want to look at the awards, see who won what. We'll do a quick little God, Vegas won 3 President's Trophies with no cups. Can you say Washington Capitals? Did they even make the Stanley Cup? Or they even make it to the finals? No. So they won the President's Trophy 3 times and failed to make the finals once. Damn. I mean, they did lose to the eventual Stanley Cup winners 2 of those 3 times, but still. That's pretty rough. I don't think a President's Trophy winner won the cup aside from us. Tampa Bay made it to 3 finals in 5 years. They only won 1 of them, though. Alright, player awards. Art Ross to Hannon. Interesting. So Tavares finally didn't win one. The Hart to Hannon. Norris to Riley. Tarasenko with the Lady Bing. Calder to, I don't know. Vasilevsky with the Conn Smythe. Demko with the Vezina. Nice. Surprised by that. And the Jennings. They do kind of go hand in hand. Selke to McDavid for the 3rd year in a row. Hannon wins the Lindsay. And Tavares still did manage to take home the Richard for the 3rd straight year. So I mean, we had that going for us. But let's look at kind of a, maybe not a critique as like the history of the team, but going forward, if I were to leave the team right now, how are they in terms of longevity? We just won. We're a perennial playoff team. Just made it to our 2nd cup in 5 years. We didn't win it, but we made it at least. Going forward, this offseason, we don't have to re-sign anybody. Right? Oops. Oh, actually, we might have to re-sign a bunch. Are we in 24-25? We are... I think we are in 24-25. Yeah, this is 24-25, so... Going into this offseason, the new GM that takes over the team would have to figure out how to re-sign Tavares, Carlson, Honka, McIsaac. So he's got 4 big names he has to re-sign. That's really it, though. I mean, the rest of the team is pretty much solid. They're set. In terms of longevity, this team, in theory, should be a playoff team for years to come, as long as they can afford to re-sign Carlson and Tavares. Because, I mean, Tavares is 34, and Carlson's 35, so maybe you let Carlson walk. But you don't let Tavares walk. You sign Tavares until he retires. But I mean, Nico 26, Reinhardt 29, Brady Shea 31, Dingman 20, Honka 29, Dickinson 29, Forsberg 30, McIsaac 25. I mean, this is still a pretty young team, in all honesty. I feel like they're set up to succeed for another 2 to 4 years. We'll go 2 to 4. As long as they have Demko back there, they should be fine as well. I don't even think he's hit 30 yet. He's 29, so he hits 30 next year. But they've got a decent goalie backup. I mean, this team is still set to succeed. Prospect-wise, they're a little lacking prospect-wise, but, I mean, that kind of comes with being a playoff team. They have a couple of elites. I mean, they've got trade pieces, but once their current roster retires, unless they make some big moves, they're going to struggle. But I'd say this team gets like a B+ in longevity. It should be another playoff team next season. It should be another cup contender. I don't think there's anything wrong with this roster. They just kind of struggle to score at points, and we saw that in the Stanley Cup. Overall, I think I'd give myself an A- as a GM. I mean, I accomplished the goals that I wanted to. I wanted to bring some stability to Dallas. I think we were a playoff team all but 1 year. We made 2 cups. We won one of them. We won the President's Trophy the year we won the cup. Overall, I'd call this a GM mode a success. Sorry, I have a 90-pound lapdog that feels the need to be under my feet. She's not a lapdog. But yeah, I'd say A- for overall, and I'd give myself a B+ for longevity. I think the new GM could come in and just keep the ball rolling. But I'm going to end the video and the series here. As always, if you enjoyed the series, if you hung around with us since the first video, be sure to leave a like. That way we can kick off the next GM mode, hit the ground running. As well as subscribe to the channel so that you know when my little poll video comes out, where you'll get to vote on my next GM. And I think we're going to start that on Monday next week. That way we can get some votes. But yeah, last but not least, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I see a continued support for whatever team I pick next. And I hope to see you there tomorrow for the voting video, and then Monday for episode 1 of our next team. Yeah. Thank you again.